Are you there? Hi. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while since I put my hand right in your face. Welcome back. Where have I been? That's a good question. I like good questions. I have been right here in my room playing Love in Deep Space, doing a lot of crocheting, getting ready for Halloween. Next month, it is September 3rd. Today. I always get ready for Halloween in advance. Yes, this year I am going to be a pirate again. I really want to redo the Get Ready With Me video because I'm just not satisfied with the one that I put out last year. And I bought some new props. We all know last year I was a pirate. That's what I'm going to be again this year. And so, to go with my costume, last year I had the sword, obviously because what's a pirate without their sword? I wish that I could find a metallic pistol that's not a real gun. That probably didn't make any sense. Like a stage prop, but I want it to be like, not wooden. I would be okay with a wooden one, like wood with gold accents, but I want it to be metal. To give the look of a long barrel pistol, but not a real one. Because obviously I cannot just carry a real gun around on Halloween, but I would like it to still have a trigger that I can pull. It doesn't have to make noise, just for aesthetics. So, to go with the costume this year, I bought this. I'm probably going to make this considerably smaller because I'm not going to wear 2 necklaces on Halloween. And honestly, I need to find it. My other pirate necklace, the skull and crossbones on the, what are those called? The compass rose, the one that I showed you last year. I'm probably going to turn them into charms or like I'm going to, because it comes with the, what are these called? A clasp hook thing. I'm probably going to take the chain apart and just make it a single chain with the clasps like about here. So it'll just hang this far and then I'll hang it off my costume. I don't know if it works. I bought this used off of Amazon. But it doesn't need to work because I'm just using it as a prop. It doesn't need a battery. I'm not going to actually be using it to tell time. Sometimes I don't even actually know if I can read an analog clock still. I have to try really hard. Because my brain just does not compute with numbers. And I also bought, I like the idea of a pirate having, for some reason, like a big chain of keys. Like old prison keys. And I couldn't find the ones I wanted. Well, they had them in Hobby Lobby, but they only came in packs of 5. And so I didn't want to buy 3 or 4 packs of 5 keys, because they also came with like the little tiny charm ones. I'm like, I'm not going to buy this just to throw those away. I'm not going to use those. So I went to, I still don't have a job, by the way, so I'm penny pinching to get this stuff together. I bought some keys off of Amazon, and they came with 2 different designs. Oh, I thought those were open hooks, or rings. They're not. They came with this design. How do anything correctly? It came with this design, and it came with this design, and I want to get this key ring holder thing from Amazon, but I don't want to pay $12 for the whole thing, including shipping. I might ask my dad to buy it for me. Sorry, that was cringe. And then I'll just pay him back, because I have some cash he can have. I'm gonna have to ask him. If I ask nicely, he might say yes. But I'm going to pay him back anyway, so. And I bought a pack of, did it say how many? 20, yeah, and they're copper. There was copper and there was bronze. But I think the browns in my costume are a little too coppery. That bronze would have looked too dark. There were some really old ones that I wanted. I'll see if I can find the picture of them and put them here. That looked like really worn and old, like what I wanted. But my costume is very brand new. Like my costume's not weathered. It looks very new because it is. It's only about to be 1 year old since I ordered all that stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can find my necklace. And we're gonna do. Oh, I really don't want to take it apart though. Because did you watch the video last year? The Get Ready With Me one? I don't suggest you do. It was just a lot of rambling, and then I got dressed at the very end. I'm gonna make a new one this year, hopefully. I said that I was gonna sew some fabric into the neck strap of the corset, because the way it goes on is I put it over my head and then the strap goes behind my neck, and it's leather, and my neck was sweating so bad, and I don't like the idea of, hold on, okay, hopefully you can hear me. I always turn the volume up post edit anyways, so smart of me to hang everything together like I did last year. This is my necklace I was talking about. I think what I'm gonna do, or what I want to do, is, hold on, lay this right here. Okay, because the corset has a zipper on the front, right here, front and center, I think what I want to do is one of these, either the stopwatch, that's not a stopwatch, that's a pocket watch, or this is gonna get turned into a single strand pendant, and I'm just gonna hook it on to the zipper, because I don't like having two things around my neck. But I have to pick the one that's the lightest, because the last thing I need is for this to come apart while I'm walking down the sidewalk. So it would be obviously not as long, but it would hang from the zipper instead. Would that look alright? I'm not putting this on right now, but I need an opinion. And then I'll do it, I'll figure it out on Halloween. So this one, that I would make about this length and hang it from the zipper, or I kind of like the idea of this one. Now I can't get it off. It might have to be this one. Okay, so this necklace, or this. I don't like the idea of this being front and center just because it's not ticking. So if somebody asks me like, oh, your pocket watch, does it work? No, sorry, it doesn't. But thank you for asking. Or this, I like the necklace better. Let me know what you guys think. Because if not, I'm still going to shorten this and have the clasp be at the top. So I'll hang it off another part of, probably one of these. I'll hang it off of here somewhere. So let me know in the comments which one. Dude, you know what? I wish Halloween was more than one day out of the year. Can we get Halloween Eve, please? I think I am gonna go with this one though, because it's brighter and it stands out more against, like, contrasting the corset. Okay, that's done. I forgot what else I was gonna say about Halloween. I guess it wasn't important. And oh, okay, actually. Oh, I don't know where my hat is. Hold on. Haha. For my hat, it has these here on the side. So I'm assuming on both sides is the front. Correct? Okay. I wanted, at Hobby Lobby they sell ostrich feathers, and I wanted one, you know, the big fluffy feather to go on the side of my hat. I cannot justify paying $4 for a freaking feather. This huge feather, I can't, sorry, I can't. So I got turkey feathers, and it came in a pack of, let's see. Now, if I wanted to be really fancy, I could just use cockatiel feathers, because I get those for free. My birds drop them all the time. This has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 feathers. I'm not going to put all 9 of them, but I will arrange them. I just don't want it to look stupid though, but that is what I bought these for. Is to go on my hat. White 10-piece. Do I not know how to count? I'm just going to trust that there's 10 in here. I'm not going to count again. Ranging from 9 to 11 inches. I was saying once I open them, I can't return them, but it's already past return date anyways. I've had these for a long time. Why are they so, like, botched? They're, like, not... Anyways. The idea was to... Let's see. Ah! It would be going on this way. And obviously I don't want it pointing towards the front, so I would have to stick it What side should I put it on? The left or the right? Or should I put one on both sides? I think that might be too much. Comme ça? Which means like that in French. Or does it look stupid? Or should I put more than one? I want to figure this out now, because so I have time to change my mind before Halloween gets here. I think they cut these when they... What are these? Are these real? These feel so weird. These do not feel like cockatiel feathers at all. I do think they've been cut though, because real feathers don't look like this. I have cockatiel feathers right here actually, because it's molting season. Obviously these ones are way smaller, but they're rounded at the end. I don't think turkey feathers are pointy. Anyways, I can't get that back in there now. I just don't want to look stupid. I'm not a fan of looking stupid, you know. Hush. Oh, 2 actually I think does look better. In my, well, before I ruined it, it looked better. Because I want it to lay flat. You guys think 24 is too old to dress up for Halloween? If you say yes, I wasn't asking you. If you said no, do you want to go trick-or-treating with me? I kind of thought that I would be too old to trick-or-treat, but a lot of the neighborhoods we went to were older people, and they were so happy to see me and my friend. That looks alright, I think. I'm not going for historical accuracy, I'm going for whatever looks cool. Do you think I should trim this part? Because I can always take them out if I don't like the way they look. Let me go ask my mom. Hold on. I'll be... That whole part was not in focus. It's definitely been a while since I've done this. Okay, I'm gonna leave the feathers on there and just see how I feel about it. I set it on my bed back there. Right there. So what have I been doing since I've been gone? Like I said, playing a lot of Love in Deep Space. That game is really fun. I kind of thought I was going to be more of a fan of the story aspect than I am. I'm really not. The story is very interesting to me though. You know, the girl has the evil, Resonance evil, and I'm more in it for the combat. I kind of like the combat better than I like the story, which is odd. Let's switch to a top-down view, and then I will start modifying the necklaces. I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to guesstimate with my heart, and whatever feels right is what we're doing. Okay? Okay. Let's do this one first, just because it has the bigger chain. So, do I want to keep this first top? Because obviously here's a jump ring, right? This first one, yes, I do. I have these I got from Hobby Lobby. This here in the middle never wants to stay in the right spot. I don't know what the issue is. I have fixed it so many times. But it's actually starting to bug me that this will not stay the way it's supposed to, so that the pliers can have... Traction's not the word. What's the right word? Okay, so that... See, it keeps... Hold on. Okay. When you take this off, the grip part comes off. I also just pinched my thumb. This comes off. Okay. Oh. What? I pinched my thumb, but not that hard. What the heck? Okay, sorry about that. I'll put a trigger warning before. It didn't even hurt that bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I think it's done now. Okay. Strange. You see this groove right here? This has a knob on it that sits in there. It's supposed to go just like this. Okay. The way I can get it to stay the best is to pull this up first and then put this down in here. I know it's in the groove because it pops into it. Maybe. Okay, like that. It's in there now. Why is the other one too high? That's the question. The question used to be or not to be. Now the question is the thing in the groove? Okay, then I slide this all the way back up. Now it's in there. It like moves down immediately. You know what? It's fine. These are just some regular old pliers that I've had for a long time. They're kind of gross. Sorry. But that's all I have and it still works. So, let me get my camera back here to regular. Alright, there we go. I'm sorry that you guys had to see. I did not plan for there to be blood in this video. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep the side that has the clasp because that just makes the most sense. So I'm going to take off right here. Zoom. It doesn't have to zoom in when I can't keep it in the frame in the first place. Right? Right. This is the most ambidextrous you will ever see me being. Pull the jump ring apart. Take. This I might reattach to my costume somewhere else. Mayhaps. And then you never want to pull apart for these types of rings. You want to go front to back, is what I've always been told. So that you don't lose the integrity of the shape of what you're making. And then your brain, fantastic. And this came apart again. Life is great. Life is great. I was gonna say, and then you're supposed to drop it on your desk. That's one of the steps. You absolutely have to do that. But my brain malfunctioned in real time. I don't know why it keeps doing that. This annoys me. I try not to use these unless I have to. Oh, you know what? I probably... Whoops, I could have taken this one off too. Hold on. I know what I'm doing. Definitely a professional. I know this is not the right type of pliers for this. If you're panicking, I'm sorry. These are the only ones that I have. I have to make it work. That's all I have. It's either this or my fingers and my teeth. I like having teeth, so I'm going to choose janky pliers, okay? Alright. Reattach this back over here so I can use it if I need to. You know what I should do is I should switch pliers in hand. I should put the pointed one on the other side. Bring it back. Just like that. Just like that. So how have you guys been? I still don't have a job. I am still looking for the most part. Very, very, very discouraged, but that's okay. Something will come along eventually. No, whoa, that's too far. Whoa, okay, come back. I want to do... Okay, pick a number between 1 and 10. 7? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is this one right here. From the... Oh, 8? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Good job. Good deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I am going to try this actually. Try switching hands. 2, 4, 6. This one. That's how I count. 2, 4, 6. This one. Yep. I graduated high school. Anyways, I have been looking for... Oh my goodness, maybe switching hands was not the right thing to do. I have been applying, I wouldn't say everywhere, because obviously I'm not applying for jobs I'm not qualified for. I don't feel like getting rejected any more than I already have been. Now this is just going to be hanging from the zipper. I don't want it to be like hanging down to my ankles, right? And then I'm going to take do I want just the jump ring, or do I want to add an extra? I think I'm going to add an extra link, just because I don't want to risk botching the jump ring. I would like it to stay together. So I'm going to take this one. I should have just, oh actually, no. That was a disaster the last time. Let's go back this way. I'm right-handed, so anything that involves the usage of my left hand is already a disaster. Just right off the bat. And this came out again. Dude, are you serious? Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. I'll just make it work. These pliers weren't cheap either. The ones on the right. The pointed, the jewelry ones that came from Hobby Lobby. And so I don't understand why the part, I don't understand why this never just wants to stay together. I can never make anything easy for myself, could I? Okay, this, done. Objective 1 complete. This, oh, these loops are so tiny. Let's see, this is one chain. This had 2 separate chains on one link that led to the jump ring, which you saw. I obviously just took it apart in front of your eyes. This one, I wonder, no, that's funny. I was saying, I wonder if this is big enough to just like loop around my waist, like a waist chain. Apparently I forgot that I was fat there for a second. That was cute. I know. Okay, hold on. Okay, I don't quite know where this is gonna go on my costume yet, but I have an idea. I think it's gonna go on where the X's on the corset are that I showed you, like the leather part on the front. Also, my hands smell like pennies. I just touched my face and I instantly regretted that. I think for this one I'm gonna go just a little longer than I did for the other one. So maybe about here. These are not the same size, but since they're going in 2 different spots, I want this one to hang down a little lower. But you can't even see, I'm sorry. So, like that. Let me see if I can zoom out. Oh yeah, okay. Barely in frame. Like this, and then this one would be this length. This one would hang from my zipper, and this one's gonna hang off the corset. It's gonna be dangling like above my thigh area, or in front of my thigh. So I think I'm gonna go about this length. This is, because we need exact measurements. Yes, we do. About 7 inches of chain. This one doesn't really matter now, I'm just curious, is about 4.5. So a good 3-inch difference, but they're gonna be in different spots, so that doesn't even matter. I was just curious, like I said. Zoom back in. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this is gonna be a disaster. Wish me luck. Oh my gosh, I just fixed this and I already came apart again. That's one of the reasons why I don't use these pliers, is because this irritates me so badly. The fact that it just will not stay in. And I can't. What's the, hold on. I don't know what the deal is with these. Give me just a minute, please. Okay, try it again. I'm gonna go right. Now how is this gonna work? This chain is so teeny tiny. How? And it won't focus. I'm sorry, it won't focus. Oh, it did there for a second, but it's not going to. I'm just gonna, you know what? Forget the tools. I'm just gonna use my hands. And then I will politely, because this chain has feelings, open it just a teeny tiny bit because I don't want the whole thing to fall apart. And put it over the jump ring. Maybe not. Let's try again. Second time's the charm, right? A little more. And my mom always asks me, Larissa, why do you go so all out for Halloween? And the answer is, Mom, because I want to. Halloween is one day a year. I want to look my best. I love Halloween. And that's probably the last statement you would expect from someone to hear, or to hear from someone who's a Christian, is I love Halloween. You know what? If I had the gall to dress up as a pirate every day of the year, you bet your bottom that I would. I really want to go to when my city brings the Renaissance Fair. I really want to go to that. Ooh, could I do like a close-up thumbnail? Would that look cool? Let's see. Hold on. You guys are partaking in the thumbnail. Attempt number 2. Oh, let me get these in here. These look nicer than those, even though I don't like these all that much. And I don't even remember what I bought them for. I think I bought them just so I could have like a nice pair of pliers, and then they ended up being freaking garbage. Okay. Okay. Second objective done. Let's move back to the front camera. I'll meet you back there. Okay, welcome back. I am gonna film this little part here. I'm gonna wash my hands because my hands smell like pennies. I am going to, this is what the pocket watch came in. This bubble wrap, I almost called this styrofoam. I know words, just not the right ones. So here's our pocket watch. I really hope that stays together. Oh, my friend texted me. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. She doesn't watch my YouTube videos, but shout out to Andrea, my only in real life friend. This one is going to hang off the zipper. I'm just going to put them both in here so that they will both be together. I have to go ask my dad about that keychain. Now I'm going to go wash my hands. Okay? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Now instead of pennies, they smell like vanilla. Okay, I'm going to put this away and then we'll get started on the next part, okay? You know what? This is my bag of coins. I'm gonna put this in here. So it's just all together. Now, this bag of coins is so heavy because they're metal. My dress fell off. I'm just gonna stick it back. Behind, it's not that serious. It doesn't need to be on there. Well, this needs to go in the closet. Okay. I will decide on the feather hat situation when I see it again, probably a few days before Halloween. I like to try on my costume, just make sure everything still fits, put everything together where it's going to go. Now, I have been working on a cardigan. I'm almost done with the back, and then I'll get to put it all together. It's going to be two-tone monochromatic. So one side's going to be black, and one side's going to be white. I only have a few more rows to do, and then we're going to put it together. And that'll probably be the rest of this video. Okay? Okay. Sometime in between this clip and the last one, I got a headache. Fun, right? This is my back panel. It's so big, because I am so big. But it's 50 rows of black and white. And so now I'm going to take out my pins here. Can you even see them? These are also not pins, these are stitch markers. These are called bulb markers because they're shaped like a light bulb. And I'm going to pin everything together. And then I'm going to crochet it all together. And then this cardigan will be done. It's been 2 weeks in the making. I was looking for my pin container, like it's literally not what's holding up my phone right now. I'm a little slow. I'm only blaming it on the headache. I thought it was because I hadn't had much water today and I've had like 2 sodas. Because I drink a lot of soda. And so I drank some water. Didn't fix the problem. So I took a Motrin, a gel cap. That's really not helping either. I hope it's not in ocular or oral, AURAL, migraine. Those are so annoying, dude. You Google them, so annoying. So annoying. Anyways, let me get this pin together and then I'll show you, and then I'm going to actually put it together and it'll be done. Alright. I made a scrap cardigan. Hold up. I was in the mood for a 2-tone scrap cardigan, so I made this. It fits alright, but I made the sleeves to fit my arms and they ended up being too long. So there's a lot of kind of like scrunched up bulk when I wear this, which is hot outside. I will not be wearing this anytime soon. So my black and white one, oh, I should pin it at the top here too. I made the sleeves only to like here, because this is going to be like the front opening part of the cardigan, right? I hope they don't come out too short, but if they do, I could just add more half double crochet to the cuff. There's, oh, that is so bright. Okay, there's half double crochet, a cuff, and then this is double crochet, and so it's gonna work out. I'm also gonna put a pin here though, because I don't want this flopping around while I'm trying to sew it, crochet it all together. I'm gonna put a pin right here, and also on the black side, just so everything will sit nicely while I crochet and not get all cattywampus on me. So I'm gonna start on this. It's getting kind of late. Well, it's 10 p.m. and this is normally when I put the birds to sleep. So I am going to turn off the overhead light, which means I will not be showing you the final result until tomorrow when I have the light back on. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I finished it last night. I did not try it on because I wanted to get my authentic reaction to it fitting, and then we'll compare it to this one, but I want to try this one on first. I haven't tried this one on. This is the one that I made first. So I honestly don't think I shortened up the sleeves by that much, but I did make them wider at the upper arm part because these are like, obviously it's tailored to fit me, right? But even then it's still a little snug in the arm part, and it's a little, oh, I should leave my hair tucked in so you can see the back. Whoops, too late. It's a little short as well. It's almost like cropped on me. And for the black and, okay, yeah, hold on, this is not gonna work. For the black and white one, I made the back part one long panel because I didn't like how on the back of this one it rides up. I feel like I'm screaming so you can hear me because I'm not facing the microphone, but it rides up because of the way that I crochet it together. So also this is all for the most part like 97% acrylic yarn. Itchy. So if I wear these, it's going to be during the dead of winter where I can also wear long sleeves so I don't have to feel this on my skin because it itches like crazy. So that's this one. Put it right here at the back of my chair. Handy dandy chair assistant. Now this one I'm a little more hopeful for because I made it longer. Like basically everything I didn't like on this one I fixed on this one. Made it longer, made the back panel one wide piece instead of having a seam here that you can barely see. And then made the sleeve shorter but also wider. And I made the front panel here, which is the part that is in the front, obviously because it's a front panel, I made wider. I did not like how like wide open this was. I had to do several rounds of a border to get it to come close in the front. I thought about putting buttons on it, but no. So this is my authentic reaction to trying this on. Oh my gosh, dude. it fits so well. Which, I mean, good. Obviously, I want it to fit well, right? There's just something about monochromatic. Does monochromatic mean always black and white? Or does it just mean two-tone? There's something about two-tone that just holds my heart. So this is the front. See how much darker the yarn is in my shirt? My shirt's black and it looks faded. I just bought this shirt, like, last week. Really? My bird just fell off her... Are you okay? She just fell off her perch. What? The sleeves are different lengths. This one's a little short, and this one fits perfectly. This black yarn, I will admit, is a little thicker than this one, so that's probably why. But I'm not going to add another round. It's fine the way it is. And then the back. What I might add to this one is pockets, because I don't like having no pocketage. But my pants always have pockets, so it's not necessary. My hair's on my face. But I'm so happy. That's gonna bug me. I'm not gonna fix it just because I don't want to, and I already put all my yarn away. I'm not gonna block it because it's not that serious. But it's comfortable to move in, and it fits really well, and I like the idea of monochromatic. What I would do ideally is if I could get 2 long sleeve shirts, black and white, cut them in half and sew them together, and then I could have a black shirt on this side and white on this side underneath, like opposite. But it's not that serious. It's really not. But I'm so glad this one turned out well. This one took me a long time. Well, longer than this one, because I got kind of lazy on it. Why are these stitches right here so messed up? That's okay. And then I just did one row around the whole thing of half double crochet, which is this, which is the border. The scar on my finger is from where I smashed my finger in the car door when I was like 9. And I had a hole in my finger. I have a scar on both sides, so you can't really see that one. I legit had a hole on both sides of my finger. And it scarred up pretty badly. But, whoa, shaky hands McGee. Wow. Anyways. So now I have 2 winter cardigans, and I am honestly not... I will let you out in just a minute, okay? I know. I am not someone who likes to make clothes, so the fact that I just sat and made 2 cardigans is honestly a little mind-boggling to me. I enjoyed the process of the first one because I was so excited that I got it done so quickly. Oh my goodness. Let me just break everything. I had another project to do in this video, but I don't really want to get my sewing machine out just quite yet. But I can tell you what it is. So, I have one of these. Okay, it's this one. I'll say one of these black shirts sitting right here. This is an Old Navy. This is an Old Navy shirt. Yes, most of my shirts are black. Okay. I don't know where this came from. I just saw it in my closet one day. I think it came from Goodwill. But I think it's either from my belt or my zipper tab rubbing against my pants when I drive or sit at my desk. But this shirt is full of holes. And I really, really like this shirt. I like the material of it. I like the sleeve length. It has a breast pocket. And I was like, I don't want to sit here and sew up each one of these holes individually because it makes the shirt look stupid when it's all like gathered, bunched in little sections. So I thought, what if I turn the shirt inside out like this and sew a piece of black fabric wide enough to... I should have put my hair up before I started doing this. I washed it today. I don't like putting my hair up on wash days because it gets all crinkly. But what if I... Oh, the shirt's longer in the front than it is in the back. I didn't know that. But if I get a piece of fabric wide enough that I could sew behind the holes, like from seam to seam, like a band, and sew it along the bottom seam, and it would form kind of like a pocket, but it would be covering the holes without making them look stupid. Because on my one other shirt that I have, it also had some holes in it. I used small pieces of black fabric, cut them into squares like patches, and I used fabric glue They have held well. I've used, honestly, Elmer's Craft Bond. 2 out of 3 of the patches are still attached, even though I've washed the shirt once since I put them on there. But it leaves like a white cast on my black shirt. My shirt looks dirty, even though it's not dirty, it's fabric glue. So I have to figure something else out. I still want to get out my sewing machine. Mostly because it's in the closet. Like, it's like right here. In the closet, if it was open, you'd be able to see it. It's right there. On the top shelf. In the box. It's heavy. I like how in the box it says compact and lightweight. It is neither the former nor the latter. Fun. But, this might be the end of the video. Thank you for hanging out with me. I've missed you guys. Like I said, oh, okay. You know how in my last video I kept saying that I had some bad news to tell you guys but would never say what it was? One of my birds died. I used to have 3, now I have 2. The week before Easter, my little bird Chloe. If you watch my other videos and you see a gray bird, that was Chloe. She had a respiratory, like, autoimmune disease that she was born with, and it just got worse over time. And we took her to the vet, and they said just to do, oh, what's that medicine called? Albuterol through a nebulizer, which is like a machine that turns liquid into vapor so you can inhale it. And it worked, but it did not, it sustained, it didn't cure. She wasn't getting any better, in fact she was getting worse. Chloe lived for 3 years and died in my hands, and it was scary. I didn't know what to do. I knew she was dying when her head just flopped over, and I was terrified. I had never witnessed an animal die, not in my hands like that at all. But I miss her a lot sometimes. She was my baby, not, you know, literally, because I'm not weird, but she was the baby of them. The second oldest baby that Sky and Sassy had ever had was Chloe. The first one being Shadow. Dude. Which you guys have never seen because I rehomed him with some other birds. It's this one piece of hair that keeps flying into my mouth. But Sky and Sassy have had, you know what? I've had a lot of babies since I've had them. I've had them for 5 years. And I just did not have room nor resources for 7 birds. And so they've had more than that. That's just what I had kept out of the ones that I had already rehomed. So Chloe died in my hands. We buried her out in the front yard in an Amazon box, a little Amazon box. And I think of her every now and then, and when she first died, sometimes I would catch myself calling out for her. Because Sky, okay, when we took Chloe to the vet when she was 3 months old because of this raspy breathing snot mucus thing. Birds are not supposed to produce mucus. It's unnatural for them, and that's how I knew something was wrong. Was that Chloe was, 1, raspy. Like, audibly, you could hear her laboring to breathe. That's also another thing. And I had to, like, get it like a baby bulb thing, like suck the snot out, and I had to clean out her nose, which I didn't mind doing. It didn't gross me out unless it touched my hands and I kind of wanted to die, but it's okay. The vet told us that Chloe was a girl. If you can be a vet and not know anything you're talking about, I could be a vet. Chloe was a boy. Chloe was very obviously a boy, and Chloe could sing just like Sky could. Sky is obviously a male because I have, unfortunately, witnessed them mate a few times. Gross. I know. I didn't want to see it either. I'm sorry you had to hear that. But Chloe, very, very rarely can female cockatiels be vocal like the males can. My female bird does make noise, but it's not like melodic. It's literally just like squawking, like you would think would come from a parrot. And she's hissed at me before. I didn't know cockatiels could hiss, but that's when she's in the nest protecting her eggs. So Chloe and Sky would often fight over territory and over Sassy, and I'm like, the vet, I wanted to call and be like, Chloe's a boy. Thank you for misinforming me, but I didn't. Should have. But there was just nothing I could do for Chloe. If I would have taken her it to the vet, they would have just done the same treatment, albuterol in a nebulizer, and it wouldn't have helped. So I'm glad that Chloe is no longer suffering. And Chloe is not the only baby that we've had that has died from this like respiratory infection, autoimmune disease thing. There was a black and, not black, but like gray and white speckled baby. I'll have to see if I can find a picture. This was back when I worked at Grocery Outlet. So 2020, 2021, 2019, that time bracket. Was very sick. Worse than Chloe was, even though Chloe was born first. And I told my mom, like, this one needs to go to the vet. This one's so much worse. Literally that night I came home from work and the bird was dead. And I grabbed the bird, panicked, grabbed the bird, which I would never touch a dead animal ever, because I'm just like, ugh, something about it creeps me out. But I grabbed the bird, and, because you know when something's wrong when a bird's not moving, because birds are never not moving. Even if they're, you know, relaxing and perching and preening, even if they're sitting perfectly still, they're still, for one, upright. And they're still... Okay, that was like starting to annoy me beyond annoyance. Just turn the fan away. Tired of my one singular strand of hair blowing into my mouth. Even if a bird, like right now, they're not really moving. You can't see them, but they're not really moving. They still do what's called beak grinding, which is where they rub their beaks together and it makes a noise like chick-chick-chick. And it's a sign of contentment or happiness. And even if they have their eyes closed, they're still chick-chick-chick. So I knew when the bird was not moving and non-responsive and face down in the bottom of the cage with the wings spread out that something was wrong. So I picked it up and it was dead. And I just ran out to the living room and I told my mom, well, we don't have to take it to the vet anymore. And she's like, oh, why? And I was like, it's dead. And she's like, oh. And then we all cried. We all cried for like 20 minutes. That one, and then Spike had, actually the only baby they've ever had that had this color pattern, yellow and gray and white. Beautiful bird. I don't know if Spike punctured a lung or had brain damage because Spike flew into the wall very hard and got stuck between, I had like a stand-up dresser thing, not quite an armoire, but just like a 2-drawer closet thing, because my old room didn't have a closet. I'm so grateful this room does. Love my closet. There's so much crap shoved in there that I have to keep hidden from the birds because they tear it up. That's besides the point. And it was just me and my dad there, and I went out to the living room and I was like, Dad, I can't find Spike anywhere. I have torn my whole room apart. I've looked under my bed. My room used to have like a half bathroom. And I was like, I've looked in the bathroom, I've looked under my desk, I've looked behind my cabinets, I used to have like this huge glass cabinet, well, wooden with glass doors that I had all my stuffed animals and stuff in. I was like, I've looked behind my cabinet, I've looked behind my dresser, I've looked behind all my stuffed animals. I can't find Spike anywhere, and I'm starting to panic. He's like, okay, I'll help you look, just calm down. And I went to walk out of my room and I see movement out of the corner of my eye. And because the room there had like, what are those called? Baseboards? Is that what they're called? They were really thick wooden ones, so the armoire closet thing did not sit flush with the wall. So in the space that was there, Spike had fallen down in sideways and was stuck like back to front against the closet and the wall. And so I put my hand in there and slid the closet out, and she or he, we don't even know if it was a boy or a girl, like fell into my hand. And the next morning when I uncovered them, Spike was dead as well. Had like fallen. I have a mirror perch. The perch part has since fallen off, but Spike was still holding on to the mirror, the perch part that had like this is the mirror and this is the perch. Spike was holding on to this part, had fallen towards the mirror and was non-responsive. So 2 birds, we put this is gonna sound gross, but I did intend to bury them. We put them in the freezer in a box to slow down or pause decomposition. And when we moved into this house, we obviously brought them with us, but I was told that my dad threw them away, so they didn't get buried, which bugs me. Also, what bugs me, which this is definitely disgusting, and I'm kind of glad my parents didn't let me do it, was my childhood dog had to be put down while we lived in that house, and I wanted to dig up what was left because we wrapped him in a blanket and put him in a box and buried him in the ground. And I wanted to bring him with us because it felt very wrong to leave him there with the family that didn't know he was there. I mean, he's dead. It doesn't matter, right? But it felt very wrong to leave him there with strangers. It's not worth crying over. I feel like, oh, I don't even know what that character's name is from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Get back in there. the police officer character. But his name was Sam. He was my childhood dog. I had him literally since kindergarten until 2020. No, I don't remember what year he was put down in, but we moved out of the house in 2021. I think it had been maybe 2 years since he was put down. Maybe. That's a rough timeline. I'll have to put a picture on the screen if I can find one. He was a Schnauzer? We never kept him groomed, we just kind of kept it trimmed. Or a Scottish Terrier, one of those two, or a mix of both. He was the best dog. Mild temperament. Literally in all the years we had him, he never barked once until we got our other dogs, and he was kind of territorial. And I looked at him, I was like, you can bark. Obviously he can bark, he's a dog. But in like the 12 years we had him, he never barked once. He was raised, okay, so, wow, I have been talking for 19 minutes and 33 seconds. We got him from an event that the SPCA holds. I don't know what SPCA stands for. Google it if you so desire. But it's a dog shelter here in town. And they were doing an event that they do every year called Unleash Your Love. And me and my mom went, and she was like, you can get a small dog, because at that time we lived with my grandparents and it was just me, my mom, and my dad. My sister hadn't been born yet. And she was like, you're gonna respect, you know, Papa and Mia's space, and you're gonna get a small dog that doesn't take up a lot of room, because there's not a lot of room in there with all 5 of us living there. And I was like, okay, small dog, got it. There was this dog, this little black blob, laying in a cage in the grass that nobody would approach. And the lady was like, you don't even want to look at that one. He hasn't responded to anybody all day. And I was like, bet. Walked over there, knelt down. He jumped up, started wagging his tail. And that lady was like, he hasn't responded to anyone all day. And I was like, that's my dog. Sign the papers. That's my dog. He was my dog for a very long time. I have one of those like fuzzy steering wheel covers in my car. Sometimes the fuzz finds its way into my mouth. And sometimes it flies around in my car, and I think it's like a spider. And you see me in my car like dodging freaking steering wheel fuzz, thinking that I'm fighting invisible spiders. Anyways, it just felt very wrong to leave him there in the house. And it's 2 years roughly. He was probably fully decomposed by then. I miss him. He was such a good dog. Oh, I didn't finish my story. We found out later that he was trained to be like an elderly assistant dog. Not quite a service animal, but like he assisted the elderly lady he was with, and then when she died is how he got at the shelter. And so when I don't even know how old he was when we first got him. I think he was literally like a year or 2 old. He was a young dog. He lived a long time. When my mom would come home from work and sit down, he would come over and he would untie her shoes. He would like pull the laces apart, and I guess that was, what is on my lip? Sorry. I feel a fuzz. I think I'm going insane. He would pull her shoelaces out of the bow so that she could take her shoes off. I guess once he realized that she didn't really need the assistance, he stopped doing it, but it was strange but also fascinating that he remembered that training from one human to another. Like, he was still like, okay, I'm gonna do my job. Just because this is a new human doesn't mean I stopped doing my job. What in the world? Okay, I don't have anything else to say. I'm sure if I sat here long enough I could find something. I will let you know if I work on the shirt. Hello, it's editing me. I have, update. When I said I thought that these were open rings, they are. On the top right here. So what I'm going to do, instead of ordering the keychain I showed, is I'm going to use this from the necklace. This, I found a binder clip. Just, why would I buy something I already have? I could paint it brown with acrylic paint, or just leave it silver. There's no silver in my costume though. Just don't look that close, okay? And so I'm gonna, literally, I love upcycling. This, I'm gonna do this. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna make a mess. I'm gonna, oh, yep, and then watch this. Oh my gosh, problem solved. Just saved 12 bucks. I'm a genius. Thank you. I have a... I was gonna see if I can find it, but no, I'm not. Yes, I am. Hold on. You know what? I may be a craft supply hoarder. Just maybe. Just maybe, possibly. Oh, I also have this huge chain that I made my, what's it called? A mace with. Oh, this is the chain that I originally took off of the necklace because it was too long. I'm only gonna need 20 links. Oh, all 20 keys might be a lot though. I don't know, guys. Let me find what I'm looking for. Hold on. Okay, I found it. In this little, I just have containers full of stuff. I have one of these. Well, actually, I have two. I bought them. I was gonna make Tunisian crochet lanyard keychains, and then I did not. And it opens. Yeah. Just saved 12 bucks. Or I even could use one of these. I save these off of bird toys because I make keychains out of them sometimes. Since we're here, because I don't like how big this part is. That looks stupid. This video is so long, and I kind of feel bad, but I also wanted to compensate for the fact that I have been gone for 15 ever. That does look, but I just saved 150 bucks. No, this is not the one that I was looking for. I had a different type of clasp, but I might have thrown it away because I think it was kind of spent, a little stretched out. If I find it, I will show it to you. But I think in the meantime, this is my keychain contraption. I'm gonna go with this. Anyways, thank you for watching. Oh, you guys are great. I appreciate every single one of you. Now I will truly see you next time. Okay, I did 10, and I think that's literally the perfect amount. This one is trying to be different and not fit in there. So I still have 10 keys left over. Do I know what I'll do with these? Absolutely not. But I solved my keychain dilemma, and I saved 12 bucks. Love saving money. Literally the other day at Kohl's, I signed up for Kohl's Rewards just to save $10. Because who doesn't want to save $10? Done. So basically I have everything for my outfit now. I just did, I did 10 and 10. No, I did not. I did 5 and 5. On this one, it's open on the top. On this one, it's not. On this design. So on this design, I just went through the top here. And then I did 10, so 5 of each, and I alternated them on the keychain, so it's like every other key And they're not all facing the same direction, but that's okay. Oh, and after this part right now is going to be... Sorry, let me just make the most noise first. Is going to be the Instagram video of everything I've made since I've been gone. So, I hope you enjoy that.